You might want to think about whether this is really the right job choice for you.
He wasn't happy with my company. This guy was not happy about anything.
What you can get away with when it's painted, you know what? Not every dent has to be 100%.
Not my style. I'm seeing a lot of stuff here I'm not pleased with.
The way he approached and interacted with the girls, it's really not acceptable behavior. I think it is a serious matter. I think it needs some immediate action.
Here comes a battle featuring both employees and bosses who couldn't keep their cool in the face of unexpected revelations. And what better than to get things started with Eric Cassabury, CEO of Retro Fitness. The shocking revelation of Jacqueline's opinions on customers unfolded.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm here to see Sash.
I'm Sash.
Hi, Sash.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Good, good.
So she straight up showed her aggressive side, even hinting at throwing down with customers. Viewers were shook, like, did that just happen? And the drama didn't cool off. She kept on with her rant like there was no tomorrow, further amplifying the drama on Undercover Boss.
These are my cashiers for today.
Rachel. Olivia.
I'm gonna show you how to cut a chicken today, so that's pretty awesome.
Employees are supposed to be chill with customers, not going all fierce mode.
So you put pressure on your arm so you can pick it up, grab it, hook it on this side.
So when Eric found out that Jacqueline was all negative vibes towards customers, he couldn't handle it anymore. Dude totally lost his cool, and guess what? He dropped the bomb, fired her on the spot. It's like one of those wild moments on Undercover Boss where the boss has to step in, because someone's behavior is just too much to handle. We witness a compelling scenario where Raquel, the protagonist of the show Undercover Boss, loses her composure over an employee named Ronnie. From the onset, Ronnie engages in a series of inappropriate jokes, initially charming Raquel. But dude takes it too far. Instead of focusing on work, Ronnie keeps on with the inappropriate humor. And it's not just Raquel who's disappointed. His co-workers are feeling it too. Eventually, Raquel loses her cool because Ronnie's antics are just too much to handle. And you have to see it to believe it.
My first impression of Ronnie is that some of his jokes are on the inappropriate side, but he's really kind of fun and he's funny.
Hold up, Ronnie's not letting go of the inappropriate vibes. Now he's dropping unsettling comments about customers, and that's a major red flag. Instead of following company rules, he's blaming it on corporate orders, and that's ticking off Raquel big time. Plus, he won't stop trash-talking the brand. It's a whole mess, and Raquel's frustration is off the charts. So Ronnie straight up says he can't stand customers, and that's making everyone question if he's even fit for the job. It's like, bro, you gotta be cool with the folks you're serving, not hating on them. Total workplace drama, right?
I literally hate customers more than anything in the entire world.
Raquel taken aback and dismayed by Ronnie's behavior. Look how she reacts strongly to his comments.
Not acceptable at all. This is really not good. This is my worst nightmare.
Yep, Ronnie's in hot water. Raquel, realizing things got real serious, straight up confronts him. She spills the beans about who she really is, lays down her disappointment, and kicks him out on the spot. She's like, dude, maybe think twice about your job commitment. It's one intense showdown.
You might want to think about whether this is really the right job choice for you.
So, right after the showdown with Ronnie, Raquel doesn't mess around. She hits up Nail Pronto, spills the tea on Ronnie's behavior, and boom, they decided to kick him to the curb. Swift action, no nonsense.
It makes me, it really upsets me.
Yep, upsets me too.
Man, Ronnie's in for a shocker. Started off thinking he's all charming and outgoing, but bam, unexpected twist and he's out of a job. That friendly vibe that seemed cool at first, turns out it's what got him the boot. But he never saw that coming. Talk about a tough break. In Season 6, Episode 1, John Hartman, CEO of the organization, visits his hardware store. But what he observed there leaves him in shock. Let's find out in this video. So Brad's first impression is kinda meh. Dude looks lazy and way too into flirting, especially with the ladies. And get this, it's not just casual talk. He's turning customer service into his own personal flirting zone. John, with a sarcastic vibe, even calls out Brad, saying, "Wow, that was really great customer service." It's like, seriously, Brad?
That was really great customer service.
For the most part, I would like to see her walk out with some more stuff.
Brad's vibe goes from bad to worse as he starts dropping random and totally inappropriate comments about women, making the whole store feel awkward. The CEO, feeling all uncomfortable, straight up says, "Customers are not here to find a boyfriend."
My goodness, scrumptious.
Now, the big boss is thinking, yeah, we might need to do something about Brad and his issues. It's a whole mess. Brad just won't quit with the whole womanizing talk, making things super tense in the store. The CEO seriously annoyed by it, thinking about laying down the law on Brad. But here's the plot twist. Turns out Brad's a total pro with the products. That knowledge becomes his shield, at least for now, saving him from the CEO's wrath. It's like a lucky break in the middle of a mess. So Brad's initial vibe is messing with the workplace, cause he seems lazy and way too into flirting. He's on thin ice, and the only thing saving him is his product knowledge. It's like this tricky dance between being professional and dealing with personal quirks at work. They gotta figure out if Brad's actions are messing up the whole store vibe. So in the first episode of season 4, Modell goes all undercover as Joey Click, trying to climb the ranks from a regular pizza store owner. Dude's so into it that he takes a bold move, decides to rock the bald look for the disguise, changing up his whole appearance. It's like he's going all in for the undercover game.
Joey Click, a former pizza store owner that closed up 6 months ago.
So as Joey Click, Modell starts as a trainee assistant manager in a kinda struggling store in Connecticut. He's on a mission to figure out what's going wrong and might even shut it down. First day vibes, he meets James, the assistant manager, and is pretty stoked because James is all about the dedication and getting stuff done. Pleasant surprise, you know? So even though James is killing it, Modell's scratching his head because this store is not doing as good as the others. Turns out there's a big issue. They ain't getting the cool sneaker they're supposed to. James told the helpline, but it's like talking to a wall. No response, no fix. Total letdown. So James starts getting suspicious and straight up asks Modell if he's for real. Once the truth's out, they have a real talk. Modell spills the beans about what's really messing up the store. It's like a heart-to-heart, you know? So Modell bounces from the store and hits up his COO, super annoyed about the stock mess. He's like, "We gotta fix this ASAP, or I'll handle it myself." CEO gets all mad finding out the management's slacking, and you can bet there's gonna be some big changes because of Modell's undercover scoop. Things are about to shake up. In the riveting tale unveiled in Season 5, Episode 9 of Undercover Boss, we are introduced to Anthony Weed, the president and CEO of Buffet Inc. This episode, titled Undercover Boss Busted, Season 5, Episode 9, unfolds a compelling narrative centered around an employee named Sky at Boston Inc.
When I'm in here, I only have time enough to show the basics, and then that's it. And then
I've had 1 minute of training.
So Sky's supposed to be training Anthony on dishwasher stuff. But out of nowhere, he goes all wild with his attitude. Like, it's not just about the training. Dude's straight up showing he's totally unhappy with the whole company. Seems like nothing's making Sky happy in this workplace vibe.
He wasn't happy with my company. Sky was not happy about anything.
So Anthony, playing boss undercover, sees Sky acting all rude and causing chaos during the training. It's like Sky's taking things to the next level, and you could tell it's not just about the training. He's got major beef with the whole company. Looks like there's some serious drama beyond just this session.
I hate doing dishes. Oh well.
So Anthony's had enough of Sky's wild behavior and decides to put his foot down. First move, calls up Sky's manager to start dealing with the mess. But hold up, Anthony's not stopping there. He's like, nah, this needs to go higher. Things are about to get serious, and Anthony's taking charge to handle Sky's disruption.
This is actually kind of fun.
It sucks.
So what went down with Sky is like a classic lose-it-at-work situation on Undercover Boss. Dude went all out showing how someone can hit their breaking point, not just over one thing, but the whole work vibe. It's like a loud and clear message. Sky's not feeling the job or the whole workplace scene. So when Anthony sees Sky losing it, it's like a real challenge on Undercover Boss. Anthony doesn't waste time. He steps up, dealing with the crazy situation. It just shows how leaders gotta keep things positive at work and handle disruptions ASAP. Workplace vibes need to stay chill, you know? This episode adds another layer to the compilation of intense moments on Undercover Boss, showcasing the diverse challenges faced by leaders when dealing with employees who reach a breaking point. Sky's disruptive conduct becomes a catalyst for deeper exploration into the organizational dynamics, emphasizing the potential impact of individual dissatisfaction on the overall workplace atmosphere. In essence, the story of Anthony Weed and Sky in Season 5, Episode 9 serves as a powerful illustration of the dramatic encounters that unfold on Undercover Boss when individuals, in this case Sky, lose their composure, leading to a cascade of events that demand decisive leadership intervention. In the enthralling narrative of Mako's 6th season, Episode 4, a compelling incident unfolds where Jim, a key figure in the company, experiences a moment of losing his composure, making blunt comments on President Jose Costa. So President Costa is on a mission to check out the company, even though he's not really a car guy. Dude's got over 480 shops to oversee, and on top of that, he's an immigrant turned president. It's like he's diving into this whole car scene without knowing much about it. Should be interesting.
When I first saw Alberto, I was shocked. I was expecting a younger person, but everybody gets a chance.
Costa, picked for his skills, goes undercover boss style. He's checking out if the crew is sticking to the rules with a fine-tooth comb, you know?
Some repair time on this fender, you get a half an hour to fix that.
So playing it low-key as an Argentinian entrepreneur on TV, Costa picks a top-notch Orlando spot that's all about body detailing for his undercover gig. Smart move, right? Costa, the rookie body tech, teams up with Jim. Stuff gets intense when Costa goofs up the sanding, and Jim loses it, reacting big time. It's like nerves on edge at the body shop. Jim let loose with some real talk, expressing how mad he is. It's a major moment in the episode. Dude totally loses his cool.
One, what you can get away with when it's painted, you know what? Not every dent has to be 100%.
So things get real sticky during their team-up, showing a clash in what they think is right at work. Jim's blow-up is like a spotlight on the intensity that goes down when folks on Undercover Boss face hurdles. It's a big deal, exposing how a pro like Jim and an undercover boss like Costa don't always see eye to eye in this new work zone. So that Mako episode is like prime undercover boss drama, showing how things get real when people hit their limit. Jim's straight up bluntness spills all the tension and frustration at work. It's a vivid snapshot of those unfiltered, intense moments you only get on this show. In the 4th episode of Season 4, Stephen J. Klubik goes undercover at one of his resorts, leading to unexpected revelations.
There are credit cards that we hold, and we need their credit card numbers to make the authorization.
So deep in his front desk gig, employees spill the beans on some shady stuff, like keeping guest credit card numbers without permission. It's got everyone, me included, wondering if that's even legal. Serious ethical and legal red flags going on. Plot twist, the front desk employee's like, I don't know about keeping credit card numbers. That's coming from the higher-ups. Now, it's not just the frontline folks. It's a whole system problem driven by the bosses. Things just got way more complicated. The employees totally shook, showing that even the frontline workers had no clue about these sketchy practices. It's like they were kept in the dark about what was really going on with customer info. Total surprise, right?
The workings and the laws say that you can't keep credit card numbers.
Steven's not having it when he finds out. Look, you can feel how much he hates the situation. It hits him hard when he realizes it's not just a resort problem, it's a big deal for the guests' well-being. The seriousness of it all just sinks in, you know? It's like the big moment showing how serious this mess is.
What they're doing is wrong, but there are privacy laws on that.
You're probably right.
It's not just a little hiccup in how things run, it's a major breach of trust. The resort's rep is on the line, and even the safety of the guests is at risk. Real heavy stuff, you know? As things get more heated, you know a complaint's gonna pop up. It's like the next natural step in all this drama.
Not my style. I'm seeing a lot of stuff here I'm not pleased with. It's a transition here, and it's not your fault.
So with all this shady stuff coming out, there's a quick and serious reaction. Steven's clearly frustrated and things look pretty messed up. The way it's going, it's like the problems are getting worse, painting a not so great picture. This trust breach is turning out to be way more serious than they thought at first. So in a total twist, Steven, just done with everything, goes off the expected script. He's like he's had enough and decides to switch things up. Unexpected move, right?
I own this place, Stephen J. Klubik. I own Diamond Resorts. I'm not happy.
Steven throwing this curveball make things interesting. Now, you're wondering what he's gonna pull next. Going off the script not only keeps it real, but also shows just how serious the problems are that he uncovered in his undercover gig. It's like reality TV, but with some real drama. So after all the craziness, there's a silver lining. Those employees caught up in the mess Steven uncovered probably got some better training out of this. The way things wrap up in the episode hints that even though undercover gigs can reveal some messed up stuff, they can also push the company to make positive changes and get better. It's like turning a rough situation into a chance for improvement. In essence, the episode of Undercover Boss offers a riveting narrative of when people lost it on the show, capturing the tension, ethical dilemmas, and unexpected twists that unfolded as a result of Stephen J. Klubik's eye-opening experience within his own resort. In another compelling instance. So, in the episode, there's this employee acting up during a game, and it straight up ticks off the boss big time. Boss is so mad, hits the tipping point, and immediately calls up the higher-ups. It's like drama on speed dial.
The way he approached and interacted with the girls, it's really not acceptable behavior. I think it is a serious matter. I think it needs some immediate action.
This is like a classic undercover boss moment where someone totally loses it, showing how employees and bosses deal with some seriously high-pressure situations. It's just a glimpse into all the wild stuff that goes down. These instances underscore the emotional and challenging nature of the scenarios presented on Undercover Boss. The show not only unveils the vulnerabilities of employees navigating unfamiliar tasks, but also captures the breaking points of supervisors faced with unexpected challenges. The raw and unfiltered moments when individuals lose their composure emphasize the authentic and intense nature of the undercover experiences portrayed on the show. In the third episode of Season 7 of Undercover Boss, Sam Duche, the president and CEO of the retail chain shopper, embarks on a journey to go undercover in his own company. Right from the get-go at his company, he's hit with the massive job of sorting a ton of boxes. It's like, bam, welcome to the chaos.
Leave you here, you have to organize everything here. I'll come back and check up on you.
Okay.
So his assistant's pushing him to hustle, but dealing with all this dust is making it tougher. Still, Duche powers through and gets those shoe boxes in order. And guess what? In the middle of the chaos, he has this big aha moment about his own organization. It's like a dusty revelation.
Episode 5. Wow, this is a mess.
Organizing the shoe department, I started to realize that the buyer is buying way too many styles for the amount of space we have in our stores.
So, as Duche tackles the shoe department mess, he spots a big problem. Buyers are getting way too many styles, and there's not enough space in the stores. He realizes he's been pushing them to buy way too much stuff. Meanwhile, this woman, not knowing she's talking to the boss, straight up complains about the workload and asks for a promotion. It's like a whole drama in the shoe aisle.
I work here for 8 years and I haven't got a promotion, same pay. When I started working here, I used to make like 60 hours and then it cut down to like 28. So it's like you bring it home, like let's say like $1,000 and then you go down to 300.
So Duche gives props to her hard work, saying she puts in a crazy 60 hours a week, then cuts it down to 28. She hits him with the question, how does that make you feel? Suddenly, he's thinking, hold up, maybe she's got a point about that promotion, especially with 8 solid years on the job. It's like a light bulb moment in the middle of their chat. So more bombshells drop as Duche finds a bunch of old uniforms just collecting dust. Turns out the crew's missing out on proper training, and key info's buried in a manual nobody's reading, even the manager. Duche's fed up with the chaos, especially the disorganized mess and lackluster customer service. He straight up calls out the manager, saying, "We need to fix this like right now. It's a showdown for sure." Now Duche's frustration hits the roof when he deals with janky barcode scanners and a Wi-Fi system that's basically on life support. To make it worse, the store's rocking just 2 scanners, and one's always acting up. He's laying the blame on the manager for not handling these basics. Duche's like, are the folks in charge even on top of things? It's a total facepalm moment. The company chaos just keeps coming for Duche. Now he's dealing with a security nightmare. Thefts left and right because there are no security guards. People are even using pepper spray to jack stuff, and he's like, whoa, we need to fix this ASAP. Duche's straight up disappointed, pointing fingers at the manager for not getting a grip on this ongoing mess. It's a whole situation. So Duche tries to get a grip on things, visits another store, and bam, more drama. The barcode scanners there are acting up too, making the checkout a total snail's pace. Customers and employees are both annoyed, and Duche's just thinking, what's up with our operations? This is a mess. It's like a never-ending headache for him. So as the episode rolls on, it's clear Duche's undercover boss gig is like a tour of all the mess-ups in his own company. From messed-up organization and unhappy employees to security fails and tech glitches. It's one revelation after another. He's getting a real eye-opener about the challenges his company's dealing with. Those moments where Duche's just had it, super frustrated and disappointed, show how intense his undercover journey is. It's like a roller coaster of emotion, you know? The whole story drives home how going undercover pushes leaders to face the harsh truths of their businesses and pushes them to make crucial changes for the better. In another compelling instance. So, in the episode, there's this employee acting up during a game, and it totally ticks off the boss. Boss gets super mad, hits that tipping point, and right away, he's on the phone with the higher-ups. It's like drama on speed dial.
The way he approached and interacted with the girls, it's really not acceptable behavior. I think it is a serious matter. I think it needs some immediate action.
Check this out. It's like a real deal showcase of peeps totally losing it on Undercover Boss. It's wild, man, showing how both employees and bosses deal with some crazy intense stuff. So peep this, Undercover Boss ain't just a regular show. It's like a roller coaster of emotions, man. You see regular folks dealing with all kinds of crazy stuff, and even the bosses hit their limits when unexpected challenges pop up. Those unfiltered moments of losing it, that's what makes the undercover scene on the show so real and intense, you feel me? Share your thoughts on the most intense moment when individuals lost their composure on Undercover Boss. Drop your comments or join the discussion in my Discord server, where we can delve into these captivating moments and more. For an exclusive experience, there's a dedicated server just for you. Before you go, ensure you've liked, subscribed, and turned on post notifications for more content. If you found this video intriguing, don't miss out on the even more sensational content in my latest post. Click right here to explore the craziness. Your engagement and support are truly appreciated.